Let's get some government reaction now and bring in Mossi Raz, a member of the Israeli parliament in the Meretz party. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to talk to you about your reaction to this operation and whether you and your party are in support of Israel's move.
Good morning. I think that I'm not representing the government, of course, but I think that in this situation, we should not start thinking about exit strategy. We should end thinking about exit strategy. We just have to stop. There is a lot of bloodshed in Gaza. There is a lot of pain in Israel. And all those wars in the past just failed. They did not deliver the goal of bringing security to the citizens of Israel, and this one will not achieve better goals. So we should start, we just should stop. We should work very hard to achieve immediate truce, immediate ceasefire, and to start talking, not with the jihad, but start talking with the other Palestinians, the Palestinian Authority, and even Hamas, as we see, we can talk to them. So we tried this way of wars so many times, and it never worked. It never helped. It never solved any problem. This is a problem that we can solve only by agreements, not by power.
Well, last week there were some Egyptian efforts to de-escalate the situation, and there were reports that Islamic Jihad didn't want the conflict to escalate, and they gave a list of things that they wanted. One of them, the release of a prisoner who's been on a hunger strike since March. The second request for the family of Bassem Saadi to visit him in the prison to check on his condition to see if he was okay. And Israel denied all of those requests and went ahead with their operation anyway. So why didn't they use any bargaining chips? Why didn't they do anything to calm the situation down and de-escalate it before going in and actually striking?
I think they wanted to. I think the strike, the attack was not an outcome of the jihad's demands to release a prisoner or to visit another prisoner. I think it was in order to stop what the Israeli army fought here. Future attack of the jihad, but this is another reason to stop now, because if the goal was to stop a future attack, okay, we stopped this future attack, we got another attacks, yes, so this is why we should stop. Now, about those two prisoners, the one who is actually starving, that is striking, is in the past, after so many days, prisoners like him were released. Now, I think that jihad made a damage calling to release him, because now it's more difficult to the government to release him. Second, I wanted to say that about the prison, the another prisoner, Bassem Saadi, the Israeli government cannot allow, of course, different policy to different prisoners. While we should let families to visit prisoners, he should have the same policy. It's not different, yes. And now everybody knows that he is okay because they were pictures. So it's not. I'm not sure that this is the problem.
And finally, I want to ask you if you think that interim Prime Minister Yair Lapid will think of this operation as a win. We know we're just a couple of months shy from elections, and the timing of this operation, will it be seen as a win for him come November?
I don't know. It's too early to know, but I think that this war, as all the previous wars, were supported by almost 100% of the Jewish citizens of Israel, say 95%, maybe, at the beginning. Actually, nations always support wars. I don't know a war in the history of the world that was without the agreement of the nation. But what happens is when you stop the war, because today or tomorrow or next week or next month, I hope as sooner as better, the war will be stopped. And then the right wing here is going to say, you're not brave enough, you stopped, you didn't solve the problem, you were afraid of the Hamas, of the international community. So, probably, if I look what happened in the past, the majority of the Israelis will support this view. And then I'm afraid that this war is going to be one of the main reasons why Netanyahu can win the elections.
Well, we will certainly see how this operation plays out in Israeli politics. Mossi Raz, a member of the Israeli parliament in the Meretz party. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.